Hola, it's Gabby here for Crafty Gabby, and today we're going to play with cardboard again. I think I'm getting the enjoyment of playing with cardboard, and I find all the boxes in my house and see what I can do. I'm planning to make some dolls, not like the ones in the pictures, but the ones in by itself, and I'm also planning to make some magnets. If you don't have a wood cutter or something like that, this is perfect because I think you can make almost everything that is in cardboard. I mean, maybe everything that is ornamental in cardboard than in wood. I have my wood cutter, but when I take it out, it's very dusty and it's too much work, and it's for that I haven't the enjoyment to play with cardboard right now. Let's see how long it's going to last. Don't worry, I'm going to put every single thing that I do with cardboard on video. As you see, I made a pattern here. We're going to make country basket. It's a small basket for the door that you hang in the door or wherever you want. And you can put flowers or I don't know, dry flowers or whatever you feel like you can put in there. When I cut the patterns, I didn't trace the lines completely. As you see, I just did the four corners and then I put the lines together dot to dot. And after that, I glue everything with my hot glue gun. This basket, if I do it again, I will paint the inside before glue it. That way you cannot see through the hole that is not undone. But I didn't. This is the first time I make it, and I always try to film the videos when I'm making the thing. That way I learn uh, with all together. I mean, I am not teaching you. I'm learning with you. After that, the glue didn't have so much resistance. No, it was not being undone or getting unglued. It's just that to be sure, I just add a little bit of painter tape in that, and I'm going to start applying the newspaper. I didn't cut the newspaper in stripes and glue little by little. I just glued the whole thing. And I also going to glue tissue paper in top of the newspaper. That way it get harder and stronger. After you glue everything, I held myself to dry the pieces because I was desperate to see how I finish this, how the project goes. I use a lot my small hair dryer that I have here in my craft room. Then when you do that, the glue dry pretty fast, and you can continue with your project without leaving it. Oh, let me wait for 1 hour to dry and come back. And I want everything to be like ta 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 fast. It's for that I use my hair dryer in this case. Most of the time I just leave the piece to dry and I go cook or do something else and then come back. But that day I didn't have anything to do and I said I want to finish this. As you see, I cut little not little stripes. I cut a little bit the paper and I'm going to put this on the inside of the basket. I don't know if I call it a basket or a box. Maybe it's just a country box, but it looked like those long baskets that sometimes people add in the back of the door in front of the house. As you see, I'm doing the same thing, and in the bottom part, I'm cutting a little flaps and adding glue and just pressing it down very well. Try to add glue not a lot but very well in the pieces, that way the corners doesn't become undone or stand up. When I finish this part, you will see I will add a piece on the inside. That way I color that all the way until I cannot reach no more, and it's going to look a little bit better because it's going to be more like finished. And as you see here, I'm going to apply now the tissue paper, doing the same process. Glue, and this glue doesn't have any water or anything. It's just white glue that I buy in a big bucket. I don't add water or anything. I like the glue to be. If you see it's too much thick, just add a little bit of water. It don't have to be that thick. Now I choose this color for the basket because I'm going to add watermelons. You can choose whatever color and whatever fruit you want. You can do lemons, pineapples, strawberry, and you can color your basket any color you want. After I finish coloring the color that I want, I'm going to add I call it patina and ticket medium to the whole basket. Note here, I didn't have antique patina that I like. I have one that is the color that I want, but it dries too fast. I couldn't clean it because I tried in a piece of cardboard before to apply in my basket. I dry super fast and I couldn't take it off. This patina that I'm using right now is shoe polish. It doesn't smell good, but it doesn't smell bad either. And the smell goes away immediately you clean, or almost immediately you clean. But it works, and it worked fine. I did like it, the results. And you can use whatever shoe polish you like, whatever color, dark brown, black. I was thinking to use black with this one to match the seeds of the watermelon, but I couldn't find any. As you see here, I polish with a dry paper towel, very fast and very light strokes. It shine a little bit and it look good, look protected. Well, I'm cleaning the table because now we're going to play with our clay. I can do this with colored clay and do every color that I need for the watermelons, but I was thinking that I was to color them with my acrylic paints. And I just did this in a free mode, like you see here. And I'm going to do this like long watermelons that normally in primitive country stuff you can find. And like I said, you can do the triangle watermelon, you can do a watermelon that has been bite. I don't know. I was thinking myself. Sorry about that. And you see, I made 3, and now I'm going to color with my acrylic paints. The color of the pineapple. I have 2 problems here. That was my green paint was, the dark green paint was not thick as I want. It was too watery. And it's for that I didn't start with that. I start with a base of a light green color, and then I'm going to finish with the dark green color, and it's going to, I think it turns out good. When I finished coloring, I added splashes in black. I was going to add splashes in black to the um, basket or box. I totally forgot, but it will look pretty, I think, if you add some splashes to the basket. I add the shoe polish also in the watermelons, and I clean because it have to match the basket. I cannot put like very clean watermelons to a basket that is being like vintage or something like that. It's for that I add the shoe polish also to the watermelons. As you see here, I cut a strip of fabric in green, and I add two double-sided stick tape, and now I'm going to glue this to the box. I cut in the middle because we're going to start in the middle. I'm doing this very light. You do it very light, only you don't cut the fabric, you don't cut the tape, only the paper that is protecting the tape. And I'm going to add it in the place that I think I want it. And I'm going to wrap. When you wrap to the back, for the front to be straight, the back has to be diagonal, a little bit like you see here, crooked, diagonal, but it doesn't look bad. You can add something to cover that up, like another watermelon, but make this watermelon on paper. Like we're going to do one for the tag that is going to accompany this project. For this ribbon, I just add double-sided tape in the corners. That's it, because this is it have a net appearance, and if you add double-sided stick tape, it's going to look like very sticky and dirty, unless you're going to apply something inside those holes, like glitter or something like that, and the double-sided stick tape may a good way to do that. I'm adding this glue, and remember, when you use this glue, you just add it, wait for a little bit, and then you glue your stuff, and it's going to glue immediately. Now we're going to do the handle, and I grab this copper wire. I don't know how thick it is, because I really don't know too much about that. I just go and buy what I need. I can see with what gauge it is, but try to pick something that is not very light and not very strong, because that way you can manage that with your hands. We're going to wrap thread to the. This is a crocheting thread. I wrap all over the wire, and I want it in green, but I couldn't find any crochet thread in green, and using white, and I color with my alcohol ink, and you can't believe how dry it fast. We're going to put this. Oh my god, what is the name of this? I forget. I totally forget. We're going to put this in the size, because I was thinking if I pull maybe or put something heavy in the box, the wire is going to rip the cardboard, because this is not a heavy cardboard. This is very light. And for that, I'm adding these two whatchamacallit things that I really don't know how they call right now. And I also made a bow with the same fabric that I wrap around the box, and I'm going to add it in the top of the wire. As you see here, I'm adding the things to the side. Eyelets, that's the word. Eyelets to the sides. And now I'm going to decorate the tag. I'm doing splashes with the Distress Oxidized sprays. I know these are sprays, but I don't want to spray because I don't want too much. I just add splashes with the little tube that is inside, and we are going to make a watermelon for that tag. And the way we're going to make this watermelon is using nesting shape eggs die cuts. And you don't going to cut the whole thing. As you see here, I cut it in light green and light pink or medium pink, and I'm going to add shadows in the border with the distress inks and the dabbers. The way you because I don't have all the nesting dies, just certain size. If you have those that have like 16, 20 pieces in one nesting die, you can cut it in dark green, light green, white, and do the whole sequence of the cuttings. But in this case, I just cut it in light pink and add the dark green, and add the dark green all around. I think I say that wrong, but it's okay. You understand what I'm saying. Now the pink that I already add the dark pink all around, and after that I'm going to add the seeds. The seeds are a die cut that I have before that you can make raindrops or watermelon seeds. I add find the button. You can add in the whole thing. You can do whatever you want. You can do add a bite mark in the watermelon. With my white gel pen, I'm adding a little bit of shadow in the around of the watermelon, and that's it. And also adding the splashes in black. When when I'm finished doing this, I'm going to stamp the sentiment that is say you are one in a million. And I did it in white embossing powder, and I was thinking that it is not too much notable. Maybe with very dark pink or red or black, maybe it's better. But if you do this and you don't like it, you always can cut a little piece of craft paper, add the sentiment, and put it on top of the sentiment that it didn't work for you. I adding vintage photo all around the tag. Remember that I'm thinking everything that I'm going to do in the moment that I do it. It's for that when I see the back of the tag, I was thinking I just going to add vintage photo for this and that's it. And then I was like, no, I need to decorate the back too because it doesn't look like I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it not to finish the back. And it's for that you see me there like overthinking. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the splashes, but I'm going to add the word mom in the same color that I've been doing everything. I cut it in light pink. I darkened with the dabber, and the O is going to be in pink, and I'm going to add seeds, watermelon seeds to the O. I was thinking add watermelon seeds all over the tag, but I think it was like. Then I see the marks of the cutting because this is the back of the tag, and when you cut it, the back always look not was finished. It's for that I say oh have the corners all raggedy weird. I didn't like it, and I say, oh, okay, I'm going to make a frame. I grabbed my ruler and I went all around this tag that I cut in the same size with measuring a quarter of an inch. And then I trace the lines, and I'm going to cut only the lines that cross it themselves. I'm going to erase some to not get confused when I'm cutting, but the problem was the corners, and in the corners you just have to cut where the lines meet, and that's it. In this case I have to go with the X-Acto knife like 3 to 4 times to complete cut the paper in here. It's a very strong paper, this one. When I finish, I'm going to decorate all around with seeds. and I'm going to glue it to the tag. Not before adding a little bit of dark pink with the distress inks. As you see here, I'm going just to glue it. I think that I can put an eyelet also in the tag in the same pink color, but I didn't have no more. I have just two in that color. The rest was, I think I have blue, silver. But if I have green, I would put it on. But I didn't have. And putting the wire on the handle, and you put the corners to the top. That way it will be locked. I add in the tag to the side because I'm going to keep this basket. My mom is very far away right now. I can't give it to her. Maybe I can give it to a friend, but not to my mom. I take the tag out when I hang it to my door. I add these 3 flowers, and right now this basket is in the inside in my house in the back of my door. Bueno, thank you for watching my videos. Until next time. Goodbye.